Julius here with another video today. A good question given to me today was, what and why is it called the gift of life? Why is life a gift? And this is a question that took me many years, and I still think I don't have come to the full conclusion because I'm still quite young. So I think it still take a few decades as you get to experience life, you get children, you go deeper into the deeper things of life. I start realizing that there's a reason it's called a gift. But because it's a gift, there's a contrast. You know, it cannot be a gift without a opposition component, right? Because then it would just be direction. So why is it a gift? Well, what makes it a gift? Because how is there that we find in today's society that there's men who commit suicide from men who achieve pretty incredible stories? Okay, so that was the first question too. If life is a gift, why do some people treat it as a curse, and why do some people treat it as gratitude? And this is a deep question to think about, but you have to understand the contrasting picture of why life is a gift. The first reason why it's a gift is because life, right, has no form of comparison. The biggest mistake we make that makes life feel like a curse is because we compare. Now, how can you compare in a world where everybody is meant to do something different? Okay? The first part of the gift of this world was that Jesus died on the cross, which we know, because He opened the doors for us to experience life in the fullness of heaven before we got there. Okay. So the first thing about what makes life a gift is, what moral compass do you view it in? Do you view it through the lens of grace, right? Or do you view it through the lens of what we would call diagnostic? It is there by chance. I have come to a conclusion that for you to believe in the virgin birth, right, that it's very rare evidence to find the evidence of the virgin birth of Mary. Do you know that every person has to believe in something significant? If you are diagnostic, right, and you believe in nothing, well, do you know you still believe in a virgin birth? Because nothing gave life to everything. Doesn't that sound like a virgin birth? So even when you say, no, I don't believe in the virgin birth, to believe in nothing is to believe in the virgin birth, because nothing created everything. That sounds like a birth to me. So first thing with life as a gift is the fact that it's not meant to be lived compared. You are given the ability to express and to experience the fullness of life because of one factor: your ability to serve with your God-given gift. God put inside of every single one of us a desire to serve, a desire to reach everything that there is to achieve when it comes to love. And the last thing that God did is He gave us the ability to serve. So life is a gift when you experience fulfillment in gratitude, when you conquer scarcity, because the problem today is scarcity and fear robs you from the gift of life, because instead of experiencing the fulfillment of serving with your gift in the uniqueness that your life is running its course as it should, being different from everybody else, that's why you can never compare yourself. But if scarcity is a thief that comes to rob your joy, it's because you don't yet know what God made you to do. Life is a gift because every day you wake up, you have the ability to experience fulfillment by sowing with your gift and reaping the rewards of servitude. The reward of servitude is fulfillment. The first service is unto the Father, obedience. God cares more of your obedience and your relationship with Him than He cares about your calling. So the first reason why life is a gift is the ability to, in every scenario, walk with the ability to serve, because in serving like Jesus, you experience the fullness of the Father, which is fulfillment. And we see this in the Bible. A man called Paul writes in the book of, I think, Ephesians. Don't misquote me, I am losing my train of thought on that. He says, I know how it felt to have a lot. I know how it feels to have a little. I knew what to get through with much and how to get through with little. Which means that life threw a curveball where dynamics of life is to be taken from. Dynamics of life is to be taken from, right? So now, life automatically takes in order for you to have the ability to sow deeper. If life and forest fires don't burn down trees and burn down dead, what is it called? Organic organisms, it cannot make room to grow. In God's fulfillment and the gift of life, you exchange sacrifice for greater multiplication. Life is a gift because you get to get fulfillment in the verse of seasons in life shifting, throwing trials and tribulations, and you experiencing the resistance as a refinement onto your purpose and a greater multiplication in your fulfillment. That's why life is a gift.